All right, we're here with the 2009 Toyota Venza, which I would call a Ford Edge knockoff. It's very easy to see in the front three-quarter clip here. There's a lot of that Ford Edge influence in the styling, but there are also some really interesting independent autonomous styling cues from the outside that carry over into the interior. And this is kind of an exciting Toyota interior. You've got this, for the first time in a long time, you've got this sort of reverse rake wave theme that carries over through all four doors and into the rear tail lamps. We'll go take a look at that in a second. But I want you to take a look at these seats. Kind of interesting design. This is not your mom's, your grandma's Corolla here. You got contrast piping for the first time, and yeah, it's very basic. It's light beige and black. Very safe choices for colors, but at least it's a start. Sort of kind of blending in with my khaki pants, I think. Let's talk about this 60/60 design. What the interior design is aimed to give passengers and drivers both the feeling that they've got 60% of the cabin. And the way that that happens is with asymmetrical, dynamic cut lines here. You see the beige on the passenger side, the beige on the passenger side sort of cuts into the driver's space, and then the gray on the top of the dash kind of cuts into the passenger space. So it's sort of, it lends the illusion that there is more space than is actually there. Now, one thing that I don't like about these series production models is trim, fit, and flushness and gap. People will always knock American product for having bad trim, fit, flushness, and gap. This is a production Venza, and you can see that the trim, fit, and flushness right here is pretty embarrassing. And then right here in this hutch lies a driver information center. It's got electroluminescent display. It's actually pretty good looking, but unfortunately the hutch that it's nestled in, I can see at least 5 or 6 inches into this crack, and I can see daylight in there. So this is a regular production model. It's a problem that I've noticed in other Venzas that I've driven, and it really needs to be addressed. You've got some sort of faux carbon fiber textures. It just sort of doesn't really fit in with the other conservative elements of the vehicle. But let's get in back, and let's talk about this reverse rake wave theme once again in the D column, or in the D column. It's a beautiful taillight design. I think some people might say that it's reminiscent of Nissan. Well, maybe. It depends. It's all in the eye of the beholder. But I think it's great that finally, at a pretty decent price point, you've got real thematic design. You have a design ethos in a Toyota. It's been a real long time since we've seen that in a mainstream Toyota product, and hopefully this is a sign that design ethic will pour over into other products like the Camry and Corolla, because we really need it.